All right, imagine this for a second. You wake up, the weather's mild, the mountains are just a short drive away, downtown is vibrant but not too overwhelming, and your lifestyle finally feels like it matches the pace you've been working toward your entire life. That is exactly why so many retirees are relocating to Greenville, South Carolina right now. Here's the thing, whether you're thinking about moving here or you already live here and are considering selling, there are a few critical things that you need to know before making your next move. Today, we're breaking down the top 3 things relocating retiree buyers need to know about Greenville, and also the top 3 things current retiree homeowners need to know before putting their home on the market. And trust me, all of these certainly matter. Now, I am Mark Rucker, and I am your hometown realtor. My goal is to always be the most informative outlet for you in the upstate of South Carolina and to be your trusted resource for the most dependable and most updated information. Now, if you are within 1 and 100 days of relocating to our area, or in just the thinking about it stage, y'all, that is okay. Go ahead and contact me, my email, phone number below, and I would love to be your hometown realtor. Also, subscribe below, comment below, because we would love to hear your thoughts about our area. Now, it is my pleasure to be your resource to all things Greenville. It's our goal on the Rucker & Associates real estate team to be your go-to for Greenville real estate. Okay, let's jump right in. First, if you're a retiree thinking about relocating to Greenville, we have to talk about health care, because this is usually the #1 concern, and for good reason. The good news is Greenville absolutely delivers here. You've got Prisma Health, which is the largest healthcare system in our region, and Secours St. Francis, which consistently ranks high for patient satisfaction and the specialized care. Now, between those 2 systems, you're covered for everything from routine checkups to advanced procedures. Now, what really makes Greenville stand out is the access. So you're not dealing with long, stressful drives just to see a specialist. Most areas around Greenville are within a very reasonable distance to hospitals, to urgent care, and to those specialty clinics. And many of the newer communities being built right now and being expanded are intentionally located within healthcare convenience, and they do keep that in mind. Now, is it perfect? No. Like many growing cities, there can be wait times for certain specialists. But compared to larger metro areas, Greenville, South Carolina strikes a really nice balance between quality care and accessibility. Now, let's move on to cost of living, because this is where a lot of people are pleasantly surprised. Greenville is still considered relatively affordable compared to many retirement hotspots across the country. Property taxes are lower than many northwestern and northeastern states. And South Carolina offers tax advantages for retirees, including deductions on retirement income. Housing, while it has appreciated over the past few years, is still accessible than places like Florida on the coast or those major metro areas. Utilities, groceries, everyday expenses tend to fall in line or slightly below the national average. Now, our average home price in the Greenville, South Carolina area right now, spring of 2026, is $400,000. But here's the key insight. Greenville is growing fast. That means prices are rising. So if you're waiting for things to come back down, you might end up paying more later. Timing and strategy do matter here. Let's talk about whether you actually want to live here, because not all communities are created equal, especially for retirees. So 3 communities consistently stand out, and each one offers slightly different lifestyle. First off, Del Webb Greenville is probably the most well-known 55+ community in our area. This is your classic active adult lifestyle. Think social clubs, fitness centers, walking trails, organized events, and neighbors who are all in a similar stage of life. It's very lifestyle driven, very community focused, and ideal if you want the built-in social opportunities right outside your door. So over 130 lots have already been sold, so hurry if you want inside of Del Webb Greenville. Hartness, this is something totally different. This is a master plan community with a strong emphasis on walkability, design, and a kind of modern village feel. It's not exclusively 55+, which some retirees actually prefer because it offers a mix of ages and energy. You've got restaurants, green spaces, and more of an upscale, curated environment. It's great if you want something that feels vibrant and connected. Then there's Hollingsworth Park. So this is located in the Verde area. This one hits a sweet spot for many retirees because of the proximity to healthcare, shopping, and downtown Greenville, while still offering a very peaceful neighborhood feel. It is beautifully maintained, very walkable, and has a strong sense of community without age restricted. So Hollingsworth Park does connect to the world famous Swamp Rabbit Trail, very highly desirable. Lastly, Greenville has a plethora of maintenance-free, one-level living that's very affordable, from $400,000 to $500,000. So from the northern part of Greenville up in Travelers Rest to the southern part of county in Fountain Inn. So really, it comes down to your lifestyle. Do you want active adult living, a mixed-use modern village, or a centrally located established neighborhood? Greenville gives you options, but choosing the right one is the key. Now let's shift gears, because if you're already living in Greenville and thinking about selling your home as a retiree, there are 3 things you absolutely need to know before you even think about putting that sign in the yard. First, and this is huge, is you need to speak with a realtor who understands the retiree market before you do anything else. Not all real estate agents approach this the same way. Selling a home as a retiree often involves more than just the transaction. There are lifestyle considerations, timing issues, financial planning, and sometimes even emotional decisions tied to your downsizing or your relocating. A retirement-focused realtor will help you map out the entire process, not just list your home. They'll help you think through questions like, where are you going next? Do you need the proceeds from your sale to purchase your next home? What timeline actually makes sense for your situation? Skipping this step can lead to rushed decisions, unnecessary stress, or even leaving money on the table, which no one wants to do. The second thing sellers need to understand is staging and pricing strategy, specifically how to attract retiree buyers. Right now, a large portion of buyers in Greenville are retirees or soon to be retirees relocating from other states. And they're not just buying a house, they're buying a lifestyle. That means your home needs to feel move-in ready, low maintenance, and aligned with what this group is looking for. Clean, open spaces, minimal clutter, neutral tones, very easy living. And pricing is just as important. Overpricing your home in today's market can actually hurt you more than help you. Retiree buyers tend to be very savvy. Many are cash buyers or have strong financial positions, but they're also comparing Greenville to other markets. If your home doesn't feel like a good value, they will quickly move on. The goal is to position your home in a way that creates demand, not hesitation. And finally, the third thing, and honestly one of the most overlooked, is knowing your next move before you think about listing your home. This is where a lot of people run into trouble. They get very excited, they list their home, it sells quickly, and then they realize they do not have a solid plan for what comes next. Now they're scrambling to find a new home, possibly dealing with temporary housing or making rushed decisions just to avoid being in limbo. You want clarity before you ever hit the market. Are you downsizing locally? Are you moving into a 55+ community? Are you relocating out of state? Do you need a rent back option after you close? Having this plan in place gives you leverage, gives you confidence, and a much smoother experience overall. So, whether you're thinking about moving to Greenville or you're already here and you're considering the next chapter of your life, the key takeaway is strategy matters. Greenville is an incredible place to retire, but making the right moves at the right time with the right information is what turns a good decision into a great decision. If you're curious about what your next step should look like, whether buying, whether selling, or you're just exploring options, this is the kind of planning that can save you time, save you money, and a lot of unnecessary stress. I really do appreciate you watching this video on our channel at Living in Greenville, South Carolina. If you're very close to a move, or you're close to selling your home, or you just want to have a quick chat about the process, feel free to reach out to me. And remember, I'm your hometown realtor, and I want to be your resource to all things Greenville. Thank you. You'll have a great day.